So just for remembering, I want to just to remember what is the TNT, what is this talk. Uh, let me let me start. We are a conversation platform for all levels, from beginners to advanced speakers. Paulo, again, welcome. I really I hope you enjoy these talks. We are not a regular class, so you will learn English practicing. Usually, we break in small rooms because this can can make flow better our conversations. And we are here for develop our fluency, our confidence. So we hope you enjoy. You feel free for speak as you know. Don't worry about to be always correctly, or if you don't know something, you can speak speak it as you know. And now, I said this before. We are in the YouTube, so people can follow us. You can watch you again in another month. And if you wanna take more classes with your teacher, you can find more information in our website talkandtalk.com.br. So for today, our subject for today will be evolution of technology. Uh, Maybe it's a simple subject, but it's very interesting. We talk about and we remember some things that happens along these years, these last years. But before we start with all questions, let me present myself, and I wanna listen you also. So I am Paul. My name is Paul. I am facilitator here. Uh, I am learning also. I'm from Ceará, but I live in Recife. I am married. I am developer, front-end developer, working in a small company from São Carlos. I love help peoples. I like to learn other languages, and I think that maybe if Gustavo Herbert wanna be the next, and we can leave the Paulo for the last guy, because he will listen in feeling how this works. Can be. Herbert can be you. You are with your
Okay.
microphone open.
Okay. I'm Herbert. 26 years old. I from São Paulo, capital. I live in São Paulo, capital. And at the moment, I work in financial administrative department in a consultant company. And since May, so I'm 5 months there. And and about technology, spite of I don't work in the technology department, I think it's a very interesting topic and to watch about the evolution technology importance and the career maybe in the future work in a technology department. I have an interesting with data analysis or data sciences. So not the moment I'm because mm, but in the future is a possibility to work in this area.
Yeah, just sound good because we don't need just write code, but we need sometimes people that have specific knowledge about finance. For example, I was working with SAP, with data, big data, and sometimes I feel I miss uh, to know a little more about finance, but I don't like
Yes,
much finance. So
yes,
this sounds good for you. It's very interesting to work with that.
yes.
Great. And you, Gustavo, who are you, man?
Hello, guys. My name is Gustavo. I'm 26. I live in a small city called Teofilândia in Bahia, and I work as an analyst, and I'm a computer engineering student as well. I don't know. I love to be here in TNT, but I'm not around anymore as much as I would like to. And I also love chocolate.
Okay, good. So, see you, Paulo. Let's go, man.
Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. I am Paulo. I am 23 years old, and I'm working with cybersecurity and fraud prevention and digital channels in the banking sector. And I'm postgraduate in cybersecurity and intelligence. And I think that's it. I live in Brazil, in São Paulo. And I think that's it about me.
Great. Okay, good. So we know a little more about each other. So we can start. We can start all talk, all questions, and you can start, Paulo. You can choose some question, read and launch for us. Can we?
The first question, what is the next?
Yeah, you can take any question. No, don't worry about the sequence. You can choose more
Okay.
a
I
small
read
question.
and answer.
Yeah,
Is this?
yeah, and after that we can answer too. You can
Other
pick someone.
person? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I started with the first question. What is the next technological advance that the world will see? I believe is the artificial intelligence, because I think we all work with this artificial intelligence, and this is very good for us in cybersecurity and fraud prevention, because make us more comfortable for take risks and make it more automations and stop the fraud and cyber attacks. And I think is the next technological is about the artificial intelligence. And I choose the Pope. It's your
Okay.
time now.
Yeah, it can be. This question is very curious. I really don't know what will happen with the world, with the technology, but I think something very crazy. Uh, when I think that, when I ask that for this for myself, I think, man, someone in the China already built something that we are talking now. We just don't know yet. But I think something about I forgot the word uh, about fuel, about uh, energy that moves the car. I don't remember this. Combustível. How do
Oh,
you speak? Fuel,
oh,
combustível.
oh, yeah.
I think will happen. Will come something very innovation about that, and will keep more common in the world. I think someone are working with this, and maybe this will come. I think this also is technology. It's a technology advance because uh we need the. My mind today is not good. We need the motors for my mind really is not
Automations.
for is plus this fuel and for I don't know improve our consume of this fuel. So I think it's better someone talk about that because really I'm not good. So Gustavo, what do you think? What will be the next technological advance that we will see?
I think that the main thing I see on the internet is about the metaverse, and probably it's going to be the next big thing that we are going to see coming for us. But I don't know. I don't really like the idea of the metaverse, and maybe people won't like it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. It's a mystery.
Maybe the glasses need to be more cheap because it's very expensive.
Yeah.
It's hard to to get a glasses to get a good experience.
Yeah.
Okay. And you, Herbert?
But let me see an example. But the next, so it's very. I think have think maybe a dream fly car is up. I don't know if it's possible, but the some people saying that their companies are projecting to construct a fly car like in the Back to the Future. I think I don't know. I believe that can happen because the technology is always improving and making things that we think that are possible, but that turn reality, things that turn on reality. So I think I don't know in how many years, but I believe that we'll have a fly car.
Okay. So for we maybe understand better and to talk more about where we are going, it's interesting to take a step back, right? So the second question, I think, can help us with that. Remembering what your first phone could do and the difference with your smartphone today. Oh man, I'm very bad reading this. So this is the question. The difference with your cell phone, maybe a Nokia,
Yeah.
some years ago, and your smartphone, maybe your iPhone today.
Okay. My first cell phone was a Vivo cell phone Vivo, and we my cell phone didn't have anything to just call. Don't have a it didn't have games. It didn't take picture, so it was very terrible. And my mom, so sometimes I use my the cell phones when I was child, the Nokia. So there was games that I played. I don't know if I played Cobrinha games, but I played Rap to Roll. So my cell phone was very basic, just call, don't have game, don't take pictures. And now it's very different, very, very different. The cell phone do almost everything that I couldn't imagine when I was child. The cell phone nowadays does everything.
Okay. This seems a nonsense question, but some people today uh, it's getting very simple cell phone. So my phone no is a smartphone, but I know some people that are using very simple smartphones. It's crazy to
Uh,
call this smart, but because it's very simple, they just want to call. Oh,
okay.
just that. So the people like to do that. So it's not so different from the first cell phones that we get years ago.
Yes.
I don't know. I have another person. I know another person that is he work with uh, big tools and easily he can break a smartphone because it's very a hard work. So he keep with a very simple cell phone for work for because if broken the screen can't call can't do anything. So uh, it's a reality today. People still sometimes get a very simple cell phone, but I think it's not the all case. All
Mhm.
here maybe have a smartphone. And you, Gustavo, how is your cell phone name?
Uh, my first phone was a Nokia, but it was because my older brother he got a new one, so I got his old phone. I think I was like 11 maybe, and but my first phone that I really got for myself, that my parents gave me, was a Sony Ericsson W something. It's a really old phone, and I think that we only could do like listen to music, uh, texts like SMS, and call. That was basically it. Yeah, and there was photos, but it was really bad. Like the difference for today is really huge. Like we now we have a computer on our hands.
Yeah.
So, Paulo, your turn.
My first phone was a Motorola, and this made only calls and had a Snake game. It's my first phone. Uh, don't had much tools, and now I have a smartphone with my all life in my smartphone, and I use financial service, my social network, and all the things I have, my notes and my photos, and this is very different between my first phone, and we are now we are dependent of our smartphones. This is the the truth, and I think it's that.
I think a very interesting difference, as Gustavo said, is we have now computer in your hands,
Yes.
and when I think that we can install almost anything that we want to in our computer, this is very I don't know, this is very crazy because you can do anything with your smartphone. Um, Sometimes are limited. This is limited, but it's very interesting. So, what are the main applications you use to help in your day? I don't know how many how many applications I have in my smartphone, but some application are very important for my day. So I don't know, maybe you, Paulo, you can answer this again.
me is my bank. It's my bank application.
Today, Nubank was offline. It happened with you?
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I know about that.
Yeah.
I think for me, the main applications is the bank application in the smartphone, and the easily things the application can do, and what the things you can do in the application, about transactions and other things. I think the social medias in the smartphone too. GPS too is very usual. And WhatsApp. WhatsApp.
Yeah.
It's the main applications. And because WhatsApp turned our calls, we don't use more calls with put the phone and call. We only call in the WhatsApp or send a message, and this is okay. I think the main application is that for me. And how about you, Herbert?
Sorry, what is the next question?
What are the main applications you use to help your day-to-day?
And I didn't understand the what's the application.
What are the main applications you use to help your day-to-day? It's the third question.
Install
Yes.
your cell phone.
Uh,
For example,
don't.
I think I can't show, but I have my main applications are the calendar. I think it's very important to me because my mind is very bad for remember something. So my calendar, I put everything that I need to do. My bank, this is also important, and WhatsApp. And something more, I think I would post today. We sometimes don't go out for uh, buy something to go to the market. Usually today we are getting in iFood and happening another food applications.
I forgot this. I forgot this, but it's very important. I forgot, but
Yeah.
iFood and Uber Eats is very important for me too.
Especially when we get some discount, some coupon voucher.
Yeah.
It's better now, Herbert. You know now.
Yes. I think the WhatsApp is very important. Gmail, the Google apps in general, the Google apps and the Microsoft apps. That's very important. I use Outlook a lot for work, Outlook and Microsoft Teams, because I work. My company, they use Microsoft tools. Let me see another that I have. The music is very important for me. Uber, I have, and the bank accounts, financial apps
Okay,
are the
good.
main apps. Telegram.
And you, Gustavo, what are your main applications installed in your cell phone?
Yeah, like you guys, the main ones I have are the banks, email, Gmail, Google Calendar, Let me see. And social medias like Twitter and WhatsApp and Spotify. So the main ones I use.
Okay. So, Herbert, you can choose some question and read for us.
Okay, let me. Do you remember what payment methods were like before the popularization of the internet? So, yes, I remember. Remember, we use a lot. How can I don't know, cash money? I don't. I think it's the best word here. Nowadays, we don't use a lot cash money. I think my social conversation don't use. The people don't use, but cash money is the most used. Is most useful in the past, and sometimes the check. Some There are some payments that I remember that I need to pay. Not me, but my mom used it to pay some course, some classes, or another debit using check. It was very common. And now it's by card or Pix in in just few seconds. You can pay anything.
My first computer, I bring with uh, seven checks, and every month I was going to the store and give the money and get back my check every month. With seven checks. This was how I do in my first computer. Yeah. Okay. Someone else knows a little another way that we use to pay. Have more options for maybe today some people still use some old payment ways. For example, in small cities, some magazines, some store have I don't know how the people call that in English, crediário. So some store have this way to pay uh, your see that your furniture. I think it's that furniture móveis, you know. So crediário, I think this is a way that people use a lot before the tech ways. Uh, Notas promissórias, I really I don't know how promissory notes, but this is not easy to understand. The people use that. I never use that. I don't know what is that, but the people use that also for to pay. I think it's that I don't remember more options. I don't know you remember Gustavo Paulo? Really, I'm trying, but I don't remember just this.
Remember other payment methods, but have a thing scared me about the payment mode. And we need in the past we needed to go to the bank and or go to the ATM for make a payment of bill, or use the check with put your money in a paper and send to the other person. And but this scared me because all the payment methods in the past, you needed to go to the ATM or the bank for make this, and now we don't have to do this. We can make a payment in our smartphone. And I returned to I said before, we are dependent of our smartphone because we can make a payment in our smartphone now if we can. And but I don't remember the names of payment methods like checks or other methods.
Yeah. And you, Gustavo, I remember something very crazy that happens with me, but after Gustavo speak, you want, if we have something to share, I tell you.
Oh, okay. I don't know any other methods, but I heard something that a professor he said in the class about I think it was dependability, that we are now really dependent of our cell phones and credit cards, and it doesn't matter if you have like a million reais on your bank, if the machine doesn't have like the network, like if the card doesn't pass because something happened, the internet doesn't work, or there is no energy, available, so you don't have money. So he says about always having cash on his wallet. So I think it was really interesting to hear about that.
Yeah, I remember that 3 years ago, I was living in Spain, and I need to pay a school inscription. Yeah, I need to pay a school inscription, and I need to make this in the bank. But when I came there, I know just that have a time for to pay with money and a time for to pay with card. This was very crazy because I was in the how do you say fila. Uh, I don't know how say that, but I was in the fila
line.
line. I was in the line waiting for a long time. When I come in my time, the bank man tell me, man, this is not time for to pay in money. This is time for to pay in card. This is nonsense, man. But it's very crazy. I am sharing this because sometimes uh, we look for Europe, for these developed countries, and think that in there everything is technological. Everything is I don't know. It's perfect, but it's not. Has something very crazy like that. But okay, let me look another question. We will change the sequence of these questions. Maybe we can ask. Let's see. Nine question. It's true that younger people are more comfortable with technology than older peoples. Why? What do you think, Paul? This is true that the younger people's really is more comfortable, can learn more easy or not?
Yes, of course. The younger people born with the technology. I think the children born here will be more comfortable than me, for example. And this is very true because they born, and it's very natural. We see the children with a tablet and put a video on the YouTube, or watching a series, or watching Galinha Pintadinha. And this is very natural. You can see in the streets or the shoppings, and they sometimes they understand more than us. For example, us adults, I said, and I agree with that. For me, is true. And how about you, Paul?
Yeah, I think it's interesting that the people, when you born between this environment, this ecosystem, it's more easy, but I think still have exclusion, technology, technological exclusion uh, in some part of society. So for these persons, for these younger people, maybe it's not so easy uh, because finance questions, because don't have access to internet, to technology, or another things. But yes, I agree with you that they can learn more fast to understand better how the technology works. But I I see today that all the peoples still started. We have maybe 20 years, I don't know, 10 years, 20 years inside this technological environment. So I see today that all the peoples started to be more comfortable with technology. My grandmother and my grandfather, they don't like technology, but other peoples, I think they are trying and understanding how to be more independent with that. And you, let me see, I don't know, Herbert, you agree with that? You have to think about.
For me, yes, because nowadays the children, since 1 year, since like with 1 year, have the contact with the technology, the cell phone, the the smartphone. They have the contact differently in 20, 30 years ago. Well, we have 20 to 30 ago, we have a little have contact with technology, but not like 10 years ago or nowadays. I think the children nowadays needs to use, they they know how to use since child, so they're very stimulated with the technology. That's not necessarily good, but is that's the environment nowadays.
But I agree with you. Sometimes when we have limits for that, for children especially, or someone that can guide this child, this can be very positive for this child. And you, Gustavo, how to think about this question?
I agree with you guys, and I think that because we are now in a more technological, time, the kids, they are really more they're more used to technology because they see the technology right from the beginning. So I don't know, I think everyone here is at least 20, maybe. So we were born less technological era. I don't know. So and the children in general, they learn more from examples. So if they see someone using a cell phone, they will really fast know what they can do, and they will discover new stuff from the device they are using. So I think it's easier for them because they are already using from a very young age. So I think that's why.
All time is coming. We have just 10 minutes, almost 10 minutes. I think we can get more 2 questions and talk about these 2 questions, and we'll get your time. Can be? Let me see. For example, 2 questions maybe are very similar or have a connection. What the last question, 10 question. What would be what would you be doing today if you didn't have internet? And another question is, oh my God, where is the question?
Question is
How
hard.
in, yeah.
This is very hard.
So what? Go, let it go just with this question. If we have time, we choose another question. What would you be doing today, Paul, if you don't have internet? Oh,
This is very hard because I work with the internet
it's
and the
just a question.
technology.
Yeah, relax. It's just a question.
Oh my
It's
God!
don't
Oh my
hard.
God! This is very hard. This is very hard. But I swear to you, I think I don't have a thing I make today, and didn't have internet really. In my calls, I work with the internet. I don't stop and relax, for example. But oh my God, today not. But I think I will in the Saturday or in the Saturday or Monday. I will running in the park, for example, and I don't need the internet. But today I use the internet all day in my work and for delivery driver. And now I use internet with you. And for me, this is very hard. But I think I use the internet all the day today. And how about you, Gustavo? What would you be doing today if you didn't have internet?
Yeah, like you, I I wouldn't have a job, so I probably would have to find another thing to do. Maybe become a geologist, as I once thought, like in the high school. So I don't know. Like you said as well, I I use everyday internet, so I don't know what I would do if the internet would be like over, and I don't know. It would be life changing to be without internet. And you, Albert?
What? Sorry. What is the number? The question?
The last one,
What?
number 10.
Then okay. What would right? What would you be doing today if you did? I don't. I don't know. Okay. I try to live have a life that I have 15, 10 years ago that I didn't have internet, like can watch TV, buy a book, maybe. But very complicated question. Maybe to play video game. I don't know.
Yeah, it's complicated question because, for example, I maybe for me right now in this moment, maybe I would be in a library reading books, trying to learn something new, or maybe recording music in the on the radio because we have it Spotify. Uh, we have Netflix, maybe going to a, a store to get DVD, to locate movies. Yeah, I think it's that. But or maybe downloading games for to play alone in my home. Uh, it's very, but I don't know if uh, it's very crazy. I can't imagine how we would be without internet. But when we watch some movies that talk about some startups or American companies like Facebook, like Google, and I see that 50 years ago, 40 years ago, no, I'm yeah, maybe this time the companies already have the companies no, the other countries already have internet or ways to I don't know to make what we are doing just today. This is very crazy, and try to understand how much we are late in the world. Uh, I don't know. Our first cell phone, smartphone, maybe was in anos 2000. I don't know, maybe in this time or more late. But I think in the other countries this happens many years before that. So it's very crazy because the things happens very late in our country, in our nation. But internet helped to make this more I don't know, reduce this time, reduce this is running this technology is advanced running. I think it's that, guys. We have some more questions, but because of time, we can keep the talking. But we have more opportunities. We can keep more calls, and I hope you enjoyed it today. If you have something for to talk, go ahead. I send you in the chat um, a survey. This helps us to improve this moment. This is very important. It's anonymous, so you can share anything that you feel about this moment, about me, about talk and talk. Uh, Instead, I really like it to talk with you today. Excuse me my mistakes, but uh, I think it's more important we to be here trying and improving our confidence, our fluence, than uh, uh, than create create skills for don't be here. So let's practice, let's improve our English, let's uh, get international jobs, get in dollar, and go ahead. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. You have something to share?
No.
No? Okay, no problem. So thank you guys. Have a nice evening ahead, nice end of day, and see you the next